What's up, guys? Welcome back to So Many Parks, So Little Time, or as I like to call it, Stimpy the Sleuth. So we are back at Hersheypark in Hershey, Pennsylvania, the sweetest place on earth. Now, the last time I did a video on this park was 2020, which, you know, were kind of different times. But then, funnily enough, I was actually here last year to get a ride on the brand new Wildcat's Revenge, and of course, it happened to be the one weekend of the summer that the roller coaster was closed. So I did not do an episode on the park then, but I'm back here today to get my redemption visit, and not only am I excited for Wildcat's Revenge, but this is also CocoaCon. It's a regional ACE event, and just like other ACE events, you got a ERT, you got food, lots of coasters, and then a lot of coaster enthusiasts as well. I really enjoyed this park. They got an amazing coaster lineup. It's just this huge sprawling park with so much to do and so much to see, and of course so much chocolate. And then along with all the other coaster enthusiasts here, I'm going to be joining a bunch of friends as well. You'll see them throughout the video. But yeah, I'm excited to go inside. We got Sweet Start this morning, so let's go check out Hersheypark.
I kind of want to go to the gift shop. I like it. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. A little bit.
So, starting off the day with Candymonium. I think this will be my first time waiting for this ride with a very minimal line. Just kidding, Candymonium is currently not open, so gonna try seeing what else we can do for Sweet Start. Okay, so now our first coaster of the day will actually be on Comet. So a couple years ago, Thunderhawk at Dorney Park, they got rid of their PTC buzz bars, and now this is the next coaster to follow suit in Pennsylvania. So Knoebels and Kennywood are really holding down the fort in terms of buzz bars in Pennsylvania. When I worked Poison Ivy at Six Flags, there were a couple times where people were trying to squeeze and throw. So, Comet is a very, very fun wood roller coaster, but if I am to be honest, it is one that I do tend to skip out on because it's really not the most memorable ride, and then the line for this thing usually crawls. That being said, as much as I love buzz bar restraints, this ride never really had the best airtime moments, which is really where buzz bars tend to shine. So do the new trains affect Comet? In my opinion, no. I think it's still just as fun as ever. This is an absolutely fantastic family-friendly wood roller coaster. It's smooth, it's floaty, and it's just a really fun classic layout. Definitely recommend. The new trains do not hamper this ride at all.
That's my number one too. That's not even my number one at 125. It was great, but I even had it as my number one after riding.
Very good roller coaster to have.
Welcome back.
Thank you. No, we did not ride Coal Cracker. We just rode SuperDooperLooper, and we are now Super Duper Wet.
Yeah, what are we going to tell Tidal Force?
Yeah. Okay, so it's not supposed to be raining all day, but it is raining right now. So while we're huddled under here, why don't we say hello to our crew? We've got Michael, who's Blue Diamond Coasters on YouTube. We got Ryan, we just met him today, but he's already welcome into our group. We got Sean of East Coaster fame on YouTube, and then we got Matt's back.
I'm a drowned rat right now.
Yes, we are currently soaking wet, but we're at Hersheypark, so better than being dry at work, I guess. So, this is my first vlog back in America, but already it feels like I'm back in Japan. Rain's coming down pretty good right now. It's supposed to clear up in maybe an hour or so. But yeah, we're gonna head to Cupfusion, a ride that I shockingly have not been on yet.
Yeah, that's like heavy rain.
Yeah, I have a group of 3 on fast track too, so I can do the first 4.
Wait, what is this for? This is for HP. This is so I can look at my score later. Oh.
Michael, and we says hi.
All clear. Dispatch.
Fine. Okay, fine. Collaborative.
So I got just over 200,000. Brian got almost 200,000. Freaking Michael got almost 500,000.
Look how close.
Holy crap.
And that's not even my high score. That's maybe like 5th best I've gotten.
Holy cow. Yep. I think you won, Michael. So we rode Cupfusion because it's indoors and out of the rain, and we were waiting for the rain to pass, but looks like the rain's back. So I actually liked Cupfusion a lot. That was a really, really cool ride. I liked how it's not just your typical flat track. You actually move around quite a bit. There's actually a bunch of inclines and declines, and it's a lot more complicated than I thought it would be. And then the targeting system, it's a mix of a couple just classic gags as well as very high definition screens. There's a lot of targets to shoot at. They all have their own separate point values. And yeah, you can just rack up a ton of points as well. Overall, it was a really fun ride. Because of how slowly the line moves, it's probably not something I do every single time that I'm here, but yeah, you gotta try it at least once. Man, the animals here at Hersheypark, they just have to have their revenge. Well, this is a familiar sight. Wildcat's Revenge, currently closed. But the rain should be letting up pretty soon, so we'll see what happens. Our little group has just about doubled in size. Actually got a very, very hardy crew here. It's been a lot of fun.
That was like, wow, this is a very 15 later.
I do like how Hersheypark, a park themed to Hershey, is finally having a lot more candy-themed rides to mix in with their existing IP integration. It's really cool. my ride on Jolly Rancher Remix was actually quite a bit better than it was last year. It definitely shook a lot less than it did last time, and the tunnel was working. We got a blue raspberry. I can't say that it actually smelled like blue raspberry, but it was sweet. Pun intended. Fun ride, but it's not a must-do at Hershey. It's still just a boomerang. Okay, I personally twisted the arm of every single person in our group, and we are finally doing it. We are heading to Wildcat's Revenge. It is finally open for me, so let's go, man.
Did you say you're claiming Vince? Well, yeah. Like, honestly, to me, like, this seems like hell.
It's transcendent.
I think Sean has. Oh, yeah, Sean was just there. Sean was just there. Where? I do love how they still have to do it.
Well, it finally happened. I finally rode Wildcat's Revenge. If you look behind me now and are wondering why I'm talking about Wildcat's Revenge here, it's because I didn't get a chance to talk about my review yet, so now we're doing it. Yeah, it was a fantastic roller coaster. Fantastic RMC. The 7th RMC where I've ridden both the steel version as well as the wood version, and just like all the other RMC conversions that I've ridden both ones of, the steel version is a better one. It's a fantastic ride, and it's definitely a lot more of the graceful RMC, not quite the overly aggressive RMC from like Air Force One. Now, I do prefer the overly aggressive ones, but that's not to say that Wildcat's Revenge is any better or worse for it. It is still a fantastic ride. Great sequence of elements, a very diverse range of elements as well. Overall, just a phenomenal roller coaster, and it just makes the lineup at Hersheypark just so much better than it already is. Glad that I can check off another awesome RMC. So I just realized you can actually see the catwalk of the first drop still in the superstructure. It's a really nice touch leaving that there, or they just didn't feel like getting rid of it.
Okay, this much.
It's like, look, if you want to complain about like central operations, you're not wrong. I mean, Davey was the one who was his team, so go ask him. I told David, I'm like, go back to Candymonium. And the one day I think people were like, I remember I saw something, well, one day people were complaining about Great Bear operations because when they only gave us one train. But I think it was just like there was an issue with the other one.
Candymonium is a very, very fun roller coaster. That being said, I think I would consider it to be my least favorite of the B&M hypers. Don't get me wrong, like I said, very, very fun, and it's very much needed in this park with Skyrush, which is super intense and tries to launch you to the moon. You get some really fun floaty air time, but other than some really good speed, it's just kind of lacking that wow factor, something like Shambhala was giving me Goliath over Georgia. But it's a good ride for the park, and it makes a great entry statement. And like I said before, I just love that Hersheypark is making strides to incorporate candy themes into their candy theme park. Yeah, I'd love to go back. It's a very... Man, the weather really turned around for the better. It is absolutely gorgeous out now.
Now get ready, here we go.
Yeah, right there.
Why would you not?
I'd like it more 20 right now.
Man, Storm Runner is fantastic. This thing just has such an awesome launch, and then unlike some of the other accelerator coasters where they launch you and then that's kind of the end of the ride, usually like after a top hat, this one actually has a bit more of a complete layout to it. It's not the longest layout, but some of those elements are just awesome. That hill going into the roll, into the flying snake dive, that is just fantastic. You get some amazing ejector airtime, and then just a continuous roll, it's something special. The launch, it's not quite the punchiest launch that I've been on, punchy in terms of accelerator coasters, but it's still absolutely awesome. Those hydraulic launches, they're among the best in the industry, you know, when they're working.
And it's kind of crazy to think they built, oh no, Stormrunner's cute. They built Stormrunner around it. Like, the first people just fit it in. They fit this ride in.
But then we'll right your turn time to get one back at that over here.
Great Bear is a very, very fun roller coaster. Now, it's a ride that has some absolutely spectacular moments. I actually really enjoy the first helix before the first drop. It pulls some surprising G's despite not being a huge element. And then, yeah, the first half of the ride is fantastic. Just a great sequence of events. You take the drop with some speed, so you actually get a little bit of lift out of your seat as you go down that drop. And then, yeah, the first 4 inversions are fantastic. Love the loop, love the Immelman, love the 0G roll. That pass over the tree into the corkscrew is awesome. And then the ride just completely dies for the last 30 seconds. Granted, I think they just had enough energy to get back to the top of the hill before coming to a complete stop, but it does kind of kill the pacing of the ride. That being said, really enjoy it. I always enjoy a good B&M invert, and it's a very unique ride for the park. That being said, between the 3 B&M inverts in this area, this one, Talon, and Batman the Ride, I do think this one's the weakest. Still a great bear. So in 2020, this path was closed, I believe due to the construction of Candymonium and Chocolate Town. I was really disappointed that the area was closed. I was hoping that the path would one day return. So yeah, I'm just so glad that the path is open again, because you get some amazing views of Skyrush and even some of the other surrounding rides like Comet and Candymonium. Okay.
The front side is as Vince said, he severely underestimates the walk from Skyrush to back.
All right. Thanks.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So Hersheypark put on an awesome walkback tour, and if you want some more great shots, be sure to check out East Coaster Fan as well as Blue Diamond's coasters, their shots of the roller coaster too. So it's nearly the end of the park operating day, and our group had a choice. We can either go join the other race members for the group photo, I'm blind, or we can get one more ride on Wildcat's Revenge, which is not on the ERT list. We're going for Wildcat's Revenge.
Ooh, for best water ride, Chiapas!
Yeah, Chiapas!
Oh, here we go. Here's the big one. The award for best new coaster of 2024 goes to Voltron Navarro!
Woo!
Not Top Thrill 2.
Yeah. Not Top Thrill 2.
Top
Thrill 2 wasn't even on the ballot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
By the time you're good.
Voltron probably has more all around.
It's near Columbus.
Oh, so you're between the two.
Yeah. It's going to be about the first time. Yeah. With the add-on, it's one pass and I wasn't going to grab but get it back out. But this
So I got my third and presumably final ride on Wildcat's Revenge. Since then, I've ridden the front row, the back row, and then kind of a back middle-ish row. And yeah, this thing is fantastic. It is absolutely warmed up now. It is flying through the course. You get awesome ejector airtime throughout. Just a fantastic ride. That being said, I think it's about a middle-of-the-road RMC for me. And that's not a knock at all against the ride or its quality. It's just my personal preference. That violent ejector airtime that tries to send you to the moon, that's more my style. This one's a lot more graceful, and that's totally okay. I know some people that say that this is one of their favorite RMCs because it isn't an absolute powerhouse that tries to buck you off like it's a horse. So yeah, fantastic roller coaster, and the fact that this park has Wildcat's Revenge, Skyrush, Stormrunner, Candymonium, Fahrenheit, this park has a stacked lineup, and Wildcat's Revenge just makes it all that much better.
It's definitely 10 out of 10. We love the Wildcat. It's the best one here. Wildcat is amazing. It's actually long. So good. Yeah. And they took good care of us. Yeah, they took good care of her.
I think they liked it. Just real quick.
I think they wanted one exposure of it, like kind of that more interaction. We got some new golden tickets. All right, best kids area, Wildwood Grove.
Oh wow, it's not Kings Island.
Best innovation, audience participation drone show at Holiday World. All right, best new water park ride. The Rise of Icarus at Mount Olympus.
What?
That's
Mount Olympus one of the isn't that an off-the-shelf thing?
No, yeah, the like giant like tower, like North America's tallest.
That might be the last golden ticket they ever received.
Yeah. New attraction installation.
What?
What's the difference?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
It's a category that emphasizes the impact a ride can make on the park. So it's less about the ride itself, more of the impact of the ride, and it went to Fire in the Hole!
Alright, it is finally time. We are doing Skyrush rides, and it's not even ERT yet, and we have just a station wait to get onto this monster of a coaster.
You Willikers, that's some good gravy! Best new theme concept. It's almost like this award was made for a Holiday World to get good gravy.
It's America's graviest coaster.
12012, clear for takeoff. Flight 2012, clear for takeoff.
So, Skyrush is absolutely fantastic. Still my favorite roller coaster in the park. Now, this coaster made headlines in that they got new trains recently, which it's weird that they're getting complaints because they're addressing an issue that a lot of people have been having with the ride, in that the restraints on the old trains were not very comfortable. The updated trains sought to change that, and they swapped out the old restraints in the old seats with some of their more newer versions that you can find on rides like Velocicoaster. And people are saying that it's neutering the ride and zapping the laterals, and it's not as good, it's still just as uncomfortable, and I'm sorry, but I just don't agree with any of that. I think the restraints are very comfortable. I think the ride is still very awesome. However, for some reason, to me at least, the airtime didn't seem as intense as it used to be. This ride used to just send you to the moon. Like, I had never felt airtime that strong before. Tonight, I don't know, it's still very strong, but it's not as otherworldly as I remember it. And I don't think it's seats or the restraints that are changing that. I don't know, that's just my kind of observation, but it's still a phenomenal roller coaster. After riding this and Wildcat's Revenge, I can safely say Skyrush is still my favorite in the park, still one of my favorite roller coasters in the world.
The award for best steel coaster in the world, Fury 325. And the award for best wooden coaster in the world, Phoenix at Knoebels.
Hooray, more of the same.
Your mouths and get ready. At the sound of the bell, hit the heads as they pop up. We have a winner, player number 8.
Everybody's at Skyrush.
Talking a lot about it. I wanted to, but I had a lot of personal stuff happen that I
So, that was CocoaCon at Hersheypark. This was such an amazing day. Yeah, it started out a little bit slow, a little bit wet, but as the day kept on going on and on, as more people joined our group, it got just so much fun. It all kind of hooked on Wildcat's Revenge. After missing out on it last year, getting on it this year, it was absolutely fantastic, lived up to the hype. Phenomenal RMC roller coaster. And then Hersheypark just has one of the best coaster lineups in the country, possibly the best in the country now that Wildcat's Revenge is open. So getting to ride all my favorite rides again, just fantastic day. And then they're even getting a Scream and Swing next year, so it's going to be awesome. And then, wow, just capping it off on ERT on Skyrush. Another thing about last year's visit, I only got one ride on Skyrush because it broke down at the end of the night. And so getting ERT, we got laps upon laps upon laps of it. I lost count. And then best of all, I got to hang out with old friends and then make a bunch of new friends. I'm just going to point them out, like, all these people, go follow them. And all these people, thank you so much for hanging out today. You absolutely made this day as good as it was. So yeah, that's Hersheypark. It's a good park. It's a very good park. I have my minute problems with this park, but that should not stop you from coming and checking it out. Thank you to Matt, by the way, for driving me from the airport straight to the park and hanging out with me and just being an awesome friend.
It's a fun day. Very fun day. It was worth it.
Absolutely. But yeah, great park, great lineup, great friends, great day. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.